This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy.com. Squirrels can't register domain names.
Because they have small hands.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health. That's a pala for.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. Alright, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation episode number 19. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation, of course, covers the weekly top stories on the social news site, dig.com, D-I-G-G.com. And yes, I'm wearing glasses.
Yes, that's new for you.
It is. I just got, well, I wear contacts all the time, and I just got new glasses.
Those are nice. I like them.
It'll take a while. It'll take a
while.
while for people. It'll take a while for them to grow on people, but once they do, jizzy, if you know what I'm saying.
Didn't sound good. All right,
No,
we
it
are in
doesn't.
San Francisco.
Yes.
We are
We're
at
up
my
in the
house.
sunny northern. You all right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about beers while you attempt to remove the cork from the squared position inside your beer. We went and got some really cool, funky beers. This thing, look at that. Huh? How hot is that,
That's
right?
pretty cool.
It's called, it's a Rogue beer, and it's the Rogue you actually hit Keith.
Sorry.
Speaking of which, people on the forums, Happy New Year! What the hell is that all about?
Dude, hand me something. There's beer on my laptop. Seriously, I swear to God.
Yeah, hand him the Maxim magazine. Hand him the Maxim magazine.
Oh, I got my shirt. Hold on,
Okay, that'll just put more on there. Anywho.
It's in between the trackpad now.
Dude, I have no number 4 key. Right? I have no number 4 key.
There is beer in my trackpad. Thank
All
you,
right,
Ron.
here we go, Ron. That was the episode in which we were in Toronto, gosh. No, that's not even true. Dolby. So this is a Rogue Signature Pilsner, and Rogue, I believe, is in Oregon. It says Newport, Oregon, USA. And I just like that bottle. Look at that.
Ew.
That's what we get from that bottle.
That's cool.
Nice. And it has a recapper. It's a Pilsner, and I have to say it's really good, Signature Pilsner.
Mine is a DuPont Provision, and it's a Belgium ale.
And they make a lot of stuff DuPont does, don't they?
They make like plastics.
Plastics, and it's sort of like the 3M of beer. Yes. Really what it is. Paint.
Yes, but I haven't given it a
awesome.
try yet. It's kind of in like it's almost like a wine.
I thought it was cider.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. It says a farmhouse ale.
Well, we shot.
Nice head there.
Yeah, I give
All
it
right,
over the
Keith,
head.
giggity.
Sorry.
Nobody wants to hit that. Okay, so these are we got some good beers going on. I have to say we're a little loopy already because we were shooting a special episode, which we don't want to talk too much about, but a special episode. You'll see the outtakes
For Thanksgiving time.
for Thanksgiving time,
Yes.
and we were drinking some wine, so we were officially winos. Shall we move to the first story?
Let's do it. That's a pretty good beer. Actually, that's not so good.
Oh,
It always hits me a
it's
second
got
later.
that aster taste.
Yes. All right. First story.
That was a play on words.
This is the number one Doug story of the week. Yes, I got the aftertaste, and Ron is laughing
Thank
his
you.
ass off. All right, number one.
I just play for Ron.
Number one Doug story of the week. Internet Explorer tab within Firefox.
Okay.
2,459 people dug this story, submitted by Erica. Erica.
That's a very sort of submitted by Brian. Like, okay.
That's the first girl.
Well, that we know of. Well, that we know of. I mean, it could be like, Leap 15, is the girl, but
Yeah.
it's a very low ratio. We don't even want to know.
All right.
I know our demographic,
She says.
and they work at Blockbuster.
Yes. She says, this is a new Firefox extension. To use it, just right-click on a link and choose Open this link in a new IE tab. It says, now you've opened Internet Explorer in a tab of Firefox.
Ooh.
This is great for the occasional times when a page doesn't load up correctly, or when you're downloading Windows updates, or if you designed a web page, it'll allow you to... Oh, my screen just went black. Hold on.
Put the beer
crap.
on your keyboard. Oh, dude, it is
Oh, there we go.
beer.
No,
There
no,
it
back.
is.
So this is cool because before there was an extension that I used to use.
Open an IE.
Open an IE.
which I
It would
use.
launch a brand new Internet Explorer
Sure.
window. But
and then
now-
it would be like, ooh, Internet Explorer is not your default browser.
that kind of sucks. So this is cool that it's just right within the browser and it's...
Yes, and I have to say, Firefox, one of the extensions, one of the main reasons, one of the things that people got excited about Firefox was the ability to add extensions built in, add extensions into it.
What do you use?
Well, I use one that Ron just brought to my attention is now dead, which is Bug Me Not. Was one of my favorite things, Bug Me Not, because I was like, oh, I don't want to register for a free New York Times or whatever. I just want to read this stupid article. Bug Me Not.
Right.
But let's see, I use that. I use the image zoom. I use the session saver.
I heard Keith's a big fan of Session Saver.
That's how I figured it out, because I was like, I think I'd closed something. We were doing Diggnation in Toronto. We didn't have Wi-Fi access, or we didn't know if we would. And I kept closing out, and I was like, oh, these freaking blah, blah, blah. And Keith was like, Session Saver. So that one.
Nice.
What else do I
use?
use?
I use Google Suggest.
No, I don't use that.
If you haven't played with that, it's really cool. In the upper right-hand corner where you would normally just use Google to search, it will suggest as you start typing.
Yeah.
So it auto-completes and tells you the most relevant terms for that particular keyword. The Mini T, which allows you to drag around the different tabs. That's really cool because if you want to move a tab all the way to the left or something like that. And then
That's
Sage,
cool.
which is an RSS and Atom feed aggregator. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. AdSense Notifier. That's cool too. If you have AdSense or Google Ads on your site, get this.
Oh, it shows you at the bottom or whatever?
Screen, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You're not making a lot of money.
I'm not.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Somebody has a Porsche. No. Okay, here we go. First story for Alex to read. Only 37 out of 836,099 gamers have 2 gigabytes of RAM or more. This is very interesting. 1,244 people dug the story submitted by J Mo. Valve Hardware Survey results page say that 47.77% of people have AMD processors, 52.22% have Intel processors.
That's interesting.
It's more, well, I actually thought that AMD was going to overtake Intel as far as the gaming space. So that's sort of on par with what I thought it was. Anyway, 41.31% of gamers have under 512 megs of RAM. How in God's name do they run some of these?
I don't know.
I have a super crazy system, and Star Wars just came out with this Mustafar edition, and it is laggy as crap. I mean, it's just like, burp, 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 burp. And I'm like, I have one of the fastest systems you can buy.
It's probably the crappy server then.
No, it's just very intensive. It's got volcanoes and lava and heat.
Crappy game.
Well, but they dropped the bomb on us. We're not going to talk about this. I'll talk about this on my other show that's about Star Wars Galaxies. So I don't have to bore you about it, but they totally dropped the bomb. They're going to totally redo Star Wars Galaxies in 2 weeks.
Change the graphics, but they're...
but they're going to have totally different code. Anyway, long story short, let me finish the story.
Yes.
Kind of interesting to see how many low-end gaming systems out there are being used to play the Half-Life family of games. Now, we do have to say, if you don't play that Valve hardware, you're not in this survey.
Right.
This survey is that a red sash girl? What was that? And Keith was just like, look at this girl. Oh, sorry, Keith,
don't distract. You're supposed to be watching the levels on.
Yes.
It's all good, dude.
Keith's got the chillest job, dude.
Sniffing mic bags and stuff.
This is interesting, though.
It is interesting, though, Kevin. I'm glad that you said that.
Because it shows screen resolutions, what people are running in.
Yeah.
The entire survey is, it's a lot of people. It's what?
Well, it's 900
almost 900,000.
Yeah, it's about 900,000 people.
Their network speed, how many people still connect on dial-up? How many people are on dial-up still?
Well, there's a lot of unspecified,
Almost
which is sort of
2,000.
stupid. Almost 2,000 on, 56K right here, 16,000.
So
Even that's
18,000
probably, what is that,
people.
ISDN?
What, one up higher? No one's using ISDN.
No, right
Who
there.
uses ISDN?
No, look, one.
I mean, that just could be crappy high speed or something.
Yeah, I guess so, but whatever. Look at that. Holy crap.
10 meg connections?
10 meg connections. 77,000 people have 10 meg freaking connections.
That's pretty fat.
Yeah. Hello. The RAM. 2 people actually have less than 24 megs of
That's just a
RAM.
bug. No one can run a game with less than 24 megs
Well,
of RAM.
especially not one of the Half-Life games. Hello.
It's interesting, though. Go check out the survey, check out the Dig article, because there's a lot of really cool stats in here.
Yeah,
and it's
into
fun to see what other people are running.
processor speed.
It's just what graphics cards other people are running, so if you want to compare...
Oh, look, video drivers. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How many people have X800s like me? Woot. There we go, X800, 11, 1.33 or 1.337. Leet. Because that's how I roll.
Nice. All right, next story.
Super leet. Leet.
Ready?
It's your story.
All right. Next iTunes phone was revealed. 1,112 people dug the story submitted by Air Bison. He said Engadget. He says Engadget has his hands on. It's like Engadget's a man or something.
Yeah.
Engadget got his hands on. No,
I bumped into Engadget yesterday, and he said, "Look at this new phone."
So Engadget has a hands-on demo of the Moto Silver L7. Looks like they're finally getting a decent-looking iTunes phone. And I have to say,
Well, they were saying what the Roxor or whatever, it was,
Rocker.
the Rocker or whatever.
Roxor.
I don't know what it was, the Crapsor or whatever, because it had what was it, 3 times more returns than any other phone that
Yeah.
they've ever produced.
yeah, well, it's because everyone bought the phone. They didn't buy it because they're like, oh, I'm just at the cell phone store. I'll get that one because it has the added functionality
Right.
of iTunes.
No.
They bought it thinking specifically like, this is the phone.
This is an iPod, and they thought it was the iPod phone. And you know what I mean? Like, you remember how
Right.
like Apple's been talking about like, oh, we're developing, you know, people have been like, oh, they're developing a cell phone. I think people got confused.
Right, they're
Because it wasn't Apple that put it out.
Well, they're expecting the iPod like experience. They're expecting
Yeah.
like the clean menus and the going back and forth, and it has some of that look.
No,
but
it's a crap cell phone.
It's a crap phone. So anyway, the new one.
Yeah, it
you've
looks
seen the
really
pictures.
good. Well, it looks like the Black Razor that I got.
Yeah,
yes.
it looks like, well, it's like a hybrid. It's
I'm
like
now on Singular.
which
I did the
I'm having
switch.
problems with. But
What?
look at that. Singular sucks.
Oh, are you kidding me? My buddy Aaron hooked me up. I'm totally cool. I'm like, I'm loving it.
I'm just telling you, they suck. Anyway, look at this phone. What do you
How is
think?
it? What about it sucks? I haven't had no problems whatsoever.
Maybe they're okay in LA. I don't know. They're not so good up here. Well, yes, you can pull out and there'll be bars, but when you're driving over hills in San Francisco, the coverage like cuts out. It drops out.
That's good that I don't live here.
Yeah. Anyway, Verizon's the one to get out here. But anyway, look at the picture. The phone looks really cool. It's like a hybrid Razor. If you haven't seen the pictures, it'll be up on the video right now. Keith will be showing it. But basically, there's no flip. It's
No.
like a
It's
thin
like that
Razor
Nokia.
with
It's
no
like
flip.
that. It's like that Nokia that's just out right now. But with the, and it was so funny when I bought this. My sister was the one who pointed out that the keypad on these Razors is so Tron. It's not even funny.
I know. It looks just like Tron.
Oh, dude,
Especially
with
at
like-
night when the keys like light
Yeah,
up.
and like the blue glowing neon piping.
It is cool. They're doing
Love it.
Motorola's doing a good job designing their phones.
Yeah.
Except for that one rocker.
Although again, there's no phone. There's no one phone.
Yes.
There's yet
we've
to be
agreed.
that one phone that's going to be like, this is the phone to buy. Everybody's going to buy it.
I've yet to see like the holy grail of phones.
Yes. Although, did I tell you? I told you I'm on that tech panel, that secret tech. Well, I'll tell you about it offline.
Cool.
So we'll see. Hopefully, I'm gonna actually see some products on this.
Is it like a survey thing? Like you get $20 if you come down to the and talk
more
about-
than 20?
Really?
Yeah, I got hired to do it.
Where did you? Is it like you found it in the newspaper or something?
No, a friend of mine works for an advertising agency. I can't talk about it too much. Blah blah blah. NDAs.
You lie.
I swear to God, I'll tell you about it offline.
You just made that up.
Yes, I did. And you know what? Ted Sexton. I don't know.
All right.
Ready?
Next story.
My story, 100% free online multiplayer first-person shooter with 25 levels, 1,479 people. Dug the story submitted by Carol Danvers, 42. What's with the like normal people's names? I
don't know.
We've never had a normal name on the show. Now it's like Carol Weaver. It's like, what? All right, good times. 25 levels, 5 mutators, 9 playable characters, 8 weapons, 3 alternative fire modes, deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, assault, and death ball. And you can see from the screenshots enough bloom lighting to blind a grown man. That's a lot of bloom lighting. How much will this cost you? Nothing. So this is a free multiplayer game, and it's called Alien Arena. Right? They launched it one, and it was like this. It was like an open source release of the Quake 3 engine. Like
Okay.
They modded the Quake 3 engine, and it was sort of okay. But then people came out and they said, now it's out and you can download it. I have yet to download it and play it, but I'm going to try it because it looks really cool.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, look at that screenshot, dude.
That's
A free
awesome.
first-person shooter of that quality is just like, you know what I mean? Like, who the heck is doing that out there?
Well,
These
you know,
people-
a bunch of guys got together and decided to create something cool, and it's awesome. That's completely free.
Dude, hello.
There's got to be a plan to make money off this, though. You would think, right?
Well, maybe they're doing like embedded ads or whatever. Like you run by a, no, but I'm
a
serious.
McDonald's sign is
Yeah,
run by?
no, seriously. There's
Are
a
you
company.
serious?
Yeah, there's a company that does that where you like run by a software, like a soft drink thing, and it's a Coke. You know, it's
I don't
a
like
Coke
that,
vending
though.
machine.
Something feels wrong.
When was the last time you ran by a Coke machine? You were like, oh, was that a Coke machine?
No, I'm just saying, like, if
That
I'm
totally
playing,
took
no,
me
no,
out
no.
of Doom 3.
Well,
Like, what?
That's the problem. If I'm playing a game, and if you look at these screenshots, it's very, like, dark and mysterious. I don't want to see, like, a Coke ad as I'm running by.
Some like homeless dude that you're just about to kill has like a McNugget. Oh, okay, chicken
like-
McNuggets are awesome.
It's like added in the sound effects.
I got my SpongeBob toy. Whoa. Good times.
This is a great idea, actually. Somebody needs to come
Somebody's
out
running. It's like, I need to get to my Bank of America check card. See, he said Bank of America.
You've got great ideas.
I should make a company to embed screaming,
Dying people.
dying,
Ads.
last breath of dying in games. All advertisements. Nintendo
awesome.
Revolution rocks.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. The Big Rain Shower. 1,002 people dug this story, submitted by DPounce80. He
What?
says, that's his name?
Okay.
DPounce80.
What? That's the name that his parents gave him. What are you gonna do? We would call him D Pounce 80. After my grandfather, D Pounce 42.
If you have a lot of money and you want to impress all your friends, why not purchase a shower system that looks like it looks like rain is falling from your ceiling?
You know what? Why wouldn't you, Kevin?
It says it comes in various sizes.
Okay.
From gentle drizzle to tropical downpour. Check out the pictures. I have to say, okay, now this is kind of a strange story. Like it
is a strange story. There's nothing kind of about this
I'm
story.
a big fan of like I think
Water falling on you?
Yes.
From afar?
No. What do you mean? Here's the deal. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Hold on. Hold your beer in your mouth. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big piano. That said, I like rain showers.
I'm just saying.
You're a big fan of what?
One of the pimpest things you can get as like a single like bachelor guy is like a good, like like a good shower nozzle.
Rain shower.
Do you not agree with that? Like I think like a really good shower nozzle is like key.
Oh, it is. I have some sort of weird, I almost said douche, but there's a company like Deutsch or something. But I always think it's called douche because it's a shower head.
Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yes, of course.
Like, it's my shower douche. Dude, that's a cool word.
Oh, it's sure. I don't think you can sell a lot of them, but
Yeah, no. You know, at my girlfriend's parents have a house in Newport, like right on the beach, and they have this shower head that's one of those like hangy ones.
that's what I'm talking about.
that just like
it's like the downpour is just
Yeah.
like I love those, like the waterfall style, like where it's just like so much
Yeah.
water that like you almost can't breathe under it. Like,
exactly. If you're gonna get suffocated, might as well enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think it's really cool. They're very expensive, and the cool
Have you
thing
done
about
that thing
these
in like in spas and stuff where you do the cold shower? Like it's just like a thing, you pull the thing and like all that cold water comes on and hit you.
No, what's that all about?
You gotta check it out. So you get into like the hot tub, right? And you just like jacuzzi it for a little while. This is all before or after a massage. And then you get out and you go into like the shower and it's called like a cold shower.
Why the
It's
cold
just
shower?
because it's just like, woo, wake you up. It's time to go work.
I don't like that.
Cold shower.
Anyway,
Navy shower. I don't know.
I highly recommend you go and check out the website.
I would love to have a shower that I could just walk into and like the sky would cry on me.
That's what that's what this is. That's exactly what this is.
That's horrible.
Yes.
Good
All right.
time. Is it my turn?
It is.
This is interesting. Apple iTunes video sales top 1 million in the first 20 days. I did not think they were going to be this successful. 787 people dug the story, submitted by Cliff, Osaka, Japan. I guess he's the man who founded Osaka, Japan.
Thanks.
Selling 1 million videos in less than 20 days strongly suggests there is a market for legal video downloads. Steve Jobs, chief executive officer, said in a statement, "Our next challenge is to broaden our content offerings so that customers can enjoy watching more videos on their computers and new iPods." Of course, he's got to put in the
Of course.
and new iPods. I did not think he would be able to sell this many people on a $2 version, a $2 episode of Lost.
Yeah.
I really did not think that many people were going to buy episodes of Desperate Housewives, which I've never watched, or That's So Raven with the chick who played Olivia on The Cosby Show.
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to sell these many, but
A million.
million's not a bad start.
Nope.
Here's what you got to do, though. Seriously, like I truly think that Apple could be. They can continue to sell standard. What? Don't point that. They can continue to sell like standard, like well-known shows for a couple bucks.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
if they really want to like blow this thing out,
Yeah.
I think they should start some like micropayment type stuff. You know, like let's just say.
Explain. Explain me micropayment.
There's a lot of like indie content out there. There's a lot of like really good documentaries and things like that.
Sure.
And I'm not going to pay $2 for that kind of stuff. I mean, that adds up. You buy $2 here. But if there was a video I could download, and 50 cents, 75 cents,
sure,
I'd be all for it.
Well, it's like the 99-cent song.
Maybe 99 cents is where it's at.
Maybe it is where it's at, Kevin.
You know what I mean?
We don't know.
That's just like a good price.
Although we're working on some new shows, which could be very cool.
Yeah.
Very excited about that.
Should we say the name of one?
Which one?
Well,
there's one we're working on.
You got to say that.
We're going to do a cooking show. I'm going to do a cooking show out of LA.
Yes.
And it's going to be Cooking for Geeks. And we're going to call it either Shortcut to Dinner or Control Alt Chicken.
Control Alt Chicken is awesome.
But see, I think the better version is Control Alt Delete the Chicken.
No, it's too long.
That's what my girlfriend said. She said it's too long.
It's just Control Alt Chicken.
Control Alt Chicken.
It makes sense because you're using computers and technology, and you're cooking chicken.
Or fish, whatever that day is.
Right.
So we're doing that, and we're doing some other stuff out of
good stuff coming.
LA. Yeah, well, we got great stuff coming. This is gonna be a good first of the year.
Yep.
For all of us.
Next story,
trees.
This one you did not want me to do.
I don't know.
It's a good story.
Whatever.
It's an important science story. Artificial trees could end global warming. 916 people dug this story, submitted by Workster. He says a scientist named Dr. Lackner has thought up a method that could pull carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere to slow down global warming with a byproduct of the stuff seashells are made of.
You mean shells?
Yes, correct. Shells. It's actually quite cool. If you go check out the article, it's on the BBC. You'll find it in our Dig profile. Basically, I mean, this isn't just like artificial trees. He's created this device. It kind of looks like a field goal, like a, what do they call those in the football fields? Like a goalpost.
Yeah, goalpost.
Yeah, goalpost. Yeah. And it has this material across it that will basically filter out.
Do you have a picture? Or are you
I
just
do.
pulling
Actually,
this out of your ass?
No, hold on. There it is. Right
Okay.
At the top there. See?
That is a freaking hand-drawn sketch.
That's what it is.
Holy sh! You've got to check, Keith. You've got to put this up. This looks like a 7-year-old's drawing of a tuning
He's like,
fork.
it would look like a field goal.
He's like, I've got this great idea. I'm a doctor. Look at this. I wrote this on a napkin at a bar.
It looks good,
Yes,
though.
I'm still drunk, but you see, it's artificial trees.
So here's what he's done, though. He predicts that one of these.
How did this become
Hold on.
That's like a proxy.
Hold on.
Here it is. A circle.
Let me finish what the good
right.
doctor has said.
You know what? Hey, if he's a good doctor, I'm in.
He says he predicts that one of these synthetic tree field goal posts.
Is that what he said?
No, I did said that, but it's a synthetic
What happened to
tree.
your finger, dude?
Oh, I went climbing. I was doing some rock climbing.
Okay, whatever.
Could remove 90,000 tons of CO2 in a year.
One football field?
Not a football field. It's one goalpost.
Goalpost?
He says the
Tuning fork?
The emissions equivalent of 15,000 cars with just one field goal
Okay,
pole.
now that's very impressive. All I'm going to say is, who in God's name wants that in their backyard?
You don't put them in your backyard. You put them in farms.
No, you put them in farms. That's on his napkin. It says, you put these in farms.
I don't know. He says it'd be 1,000 times better than a living tree, he said.
So does he want to get rid of all the trees?
No, he's
And
saying,
replace them with these weird
He's saying
football
just,
things?
why not? If you have trees, put some field goal posts in between them.
And it's just a field goal post.
They've applied organic materials, synthetic carbines.
From the shells.
Right, and that's what they produce, the shell
So
material.
a chain of seashells in between the prongs on a football post, and you want to talk about this on TikTok?
Dude.
I can't.
First of all,
I so wish I was there.
No,
at the pub
here's the
when
problem.
This guy designed this thing.
You didn't read the entire article.
No, at all.
And you need to check it out. It's on the BBC. This isn't some crap blog post.
Yeah, God forbid that the British do something
what am I
right.
doing?
You are. Oh, and your souffle just popped.
That sucks.
That's horrible.
Anyway,
I don't live here, do I?
it's a good idea, and I hope he has much success with
Thank
his
you, Ron. We got
second time Ron has helped us out tonight with spills on the set.
Well, let's hope that less people die of that than let's just
Originally thought.
than originally planned in his. Although he does say that the casualty rate of this will be very high.
It's not.
That's horrible. All right, let's move on.
A good thing.
Nintendo graphics expected to be equal to Xbox 360 or PS3. Now, I touched on this, I think last week.
Guessed.
No, I did not guess. I said that I had heard somewhere some guy said something. but I didn't say it was a doctor. 844 people dug the story submitted by Dice Guy. Jim Merrick of Nintendo says that the graphics for the new Revolution will be equal to that of the Xbox 360 or the PS3. How is there a moan involved in that?
It's hype.
What do you mean it's hype? There's certain things you can't hype. It will be equal, not hype.
Well, I mean, of course they have to say that.
No.
Equal, like, cartoonish type graphics. Like, they'll give, like, Mario shading and be like, oh, look at that.
Do you think that's all that Nintendo's going to do?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
No, I have to say, as a staunch Xbox proponent, which I'll say, I've been on my box, my soapbox. That soapbox car was in Project Gotham. Because I'm a big fan of the Xbox.
I know you are.
I've been a huge fan. I have 2. I've modded maybe 6 or 7 in my day.
Who taught you how to mod?
The internet?
No, you watched the show on Tech TV.
No, that was the soft mod.
Okay.
Yes, I did. That was you soft modding an Xbox, which got me into that. However, the actual mod came from, I believe, Team Executor.
Yes.
Very nice people. I've never met them, but I would like to have a beer with them. Anyway, so long story short, I'm actually getting excited about the Nintendo Revolution. I have to say.
But, I mean,
Well, all the games from the NES, I mean, that in and of itself is like a great, because believe me, I have the emulators and they're great. 90% of the games are crap. They don't work. The thing crashes. That's not what it's built to do. You know what I mean? I'm not sure about this, Nintendo.
Well, I mean, you can get another controller, though. You don't have to have, like,
yeah, but if I'm going to do it, I want to do it the way they want me to do it.
Really?
Well, let's find out. When we're in Japan, let's find out. We should call these
Are they
people.
going to let us play one in Japan or something? They're
Ooh.
not out.
Hey, if anybody listens to this podcast.
Nobody does. No, I mean, people
Come on, people.
I mean, people,
What are you talking about?
I mean, people listen, but nobody from Nintendo listens.
If anybody who works at
we
Nintendo
go.
listens to this, we're going to be in Japan from the 29th of November to the 6th of December. Email us at dignationfans@gmail.com, and we would love to go try out the Revolution. If it's even possible, set it up. If not, we love you anyway. So, long story short, again, this guy, Jim Merrick, was being interviewed by a Spanish website called Mary Station. And he said, and I quote, "A difference will not exist in the graphics between the Xbox Revolution, no, the Nintendo Revolution, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3.
Who's doing the graphics for the Revolution?
Oh, I have no idea. I think they've... No, do you remember when I told you about that
It's
thing?
not their own thing. I mean, we know.
No, but they're
ATI is
doing something completely different than the way that they did before.
I hope so.
No, but you remember I told you that they were doing this thing where they have like a chip that does the physics engine, a chip that does the...
yes, you told me.
Graphics...
Google's not going to tell you right off the bat.
Oh, yeah?
So while Alex looks up the graphics on Revolution...
NASCAR.
That's Google for you. First result.
First result is graphics. NASCAR. Revolution. Game will not load.
Anyhow, we'll wait. We'll see.
Silicon Graphics.
Are you serious?
No, I made that up.
I was going to say, SGI hasn't been in the game for a while.
I know, SGI isn't in the game. There isn't a game that SGI can play.
I don't think so. All
Do
right.
you remember that, though? I remember when they had... Do you remember the tour buses that they came with, like, the SGI people? And you came
Dude,
to, like, watch
SGI
those SGI
workstations
things?
back in the day were
Oh, dude, I almost got a
kick-ass.
job at SGI.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I went in and interviewed with a guy.
Dude, I wanted to work for SGI so bad when I was younger. They were just like that cool company, you know? They had
Dude,
the cool
Silicon
logo.
freaking Graphics. That was... And they did this whole thing where... They were one of the first companies that did this whole thing where the head-ups had cubicles, and all the like coders and engineers had the glass enclosed offices. Yeah, because when I went and interviewed, they had that. It was like it was before the whole .com bull crap. It was like 97 that I went and interviewed with SGI.
And you didn't get an offer?
No, I got an offer, but I'm just not. I wasn't an engineer. I mean,
Yeah.
it was one of those things where they were like, "We love electrical engineers and people who are," and I was like, I'm a coder, and even then I was sort of like, I like coding, but it's not what I want to do. You know what I mean? But I also almost got an internship with Pixar.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was going to do 3D animation for a while.
How was that? Did you take it or no?
No, because I don't. I did a lot of things.
I almost got this job at SGI.
No, seriously. I did a lot of things that I really thought that I wanted to do, and then I tried them, and I was totally bored with them. Like 3D animation. I got how to do it. Like, I had, 3D Studio Max, and I was doing all this stuff, but I'm so not artistic, I couldn't...
Did you ever work in fast food?
No. But, and then the other thing is I want to be an oceanographer. And I
Really?
met with the president of the Scripps Institute for Oceanography down in San Diego.
Jeez.
And I was going to go to Scripps to be an oceanographer, and then I took one oceanography class, and I was like, this is the boringest thing on the planet. I was like, plate tectonics, who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's plate tectonics. I wanted to train dolphins. I didn't want to be, figuring out that the current was going to be 4 inches higher in the summer of 2000.
You wanted to train dolphins.
Yeah, I was going to work at
That is the
SeaWorld.
best quote I've ever heard you give on Diggnation.
That I wanted to train dolphins.
Yes, Alex Albrecht. I wanted to train dolphins one
Dude.
day.
How many chicks could you get if you were a freaking dolphin
A
trainer?
shit ton.
A shit ton, Kevin.
No, you're absolutely
They
right.
would make new categories of numbers for the amount of chicks that you would tag
That's
as
gotta
a
be
dolphin
a
trainer.
kick-ass job.
You're like, so what do? I train dolphins.
Because you got everything. You got that sensitive side down.
There
You're
you
just like,
go.
I love animals.
You have command over things.
Yes. You're authoritative.
You're authoritative. You could just be like, you could blow that little high-pitched whistle and she hop in bed.
Do all kinds of shit.
You're like, oh yeah, watch this. She hops in bed, her clothes fly off. You could take her to SeaWorld and dunk her in the freaking tank.
I want to meet a dolphin
What are we
trainer.
doing?
I don't know. We should have been the dolphin trainers.
Although, did I ever tell you my whole concept on relationships?
No.
That it has
Do
to
we
do
wanna
with,
go into this
do you,
now?
no, not at all. I'll tell you offline because we
sounds
got
good.
a whole show to do.
Oh, before we get to emails, let me read our little GoDaddy action.
Oh, is that the end?
That's it?
Yeah, hey, GoDaddy, what happened with changing the thing from Alex to somebody else?
We did.
That's not wrong.
What, the code name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going to read it
mad.
now. GoDaddy.com, or
Well,
GoDaddy
not
has...
mad, but
You get the...
keep sponsoring us.
GoDaddy has just upgraded its hosting plans. Now, for just $3.95 a month, you can get 5 gigabytes of disk space, 250 gigabytes of bandwidth, 500 email accounts, and many free extras such as forums, blogs, photo galleries, and much more. There's no setup fees, no annual commitment, and live support is available 24/7. Now, if $3.95 is a little pricey for you, it's a little too expensive.
Maybe that's priced itself out of your range.
Yes, but that's actually, you get a lot for that,
Dude,
though.
$3.99, whatever.
Get some MP3s, share them with your friends up there.
Whoa, GoDaddy.com does not sponsor Diggnation anymore.
They give you 250 gigs of bandwidth.
Yeah,
you can
what
do
are
all
you
kinds
gonna-
of fun stuff. Legal fun stuff. Yeah. But,
There's nothing legal and fun to do for 250 gigs.
yeah, there is.
I don't know, Ron says there's some stuff.
You have like your own little private community of friends that you share pictures and
All
things
right,
with.
continue.
You can save 10% on any order. So that's 10% off that $3.95 a month.
Yes,
Use the code Kevin. That's K to the E to the V to the I to the N.
without the tithers.
Yes, in your cart at checkout.
Yes.
And you'll get that 10% off. And that goes for domain registrations. That goes for like...
Anything, right?
They sell statuettes of...
Us. People are going to be like, I want one of the Diggnation statuettes. We're going to do a Diggnation holiday letter. Oh, is that you, Ron?
Ron's got the cell phone this time.
Prager!
All right, so let's get to our emails.
Well, first off, before we do the emails, we are going to be at the Create 24 Chattanooga, Tennessee web conference. Mm-hmm. This is going to be Friday, November 18th, which is coming up, dude. November is going to be crazy. Like November, December, late November, early December is just going to be a blur.
I know, man.
But that said, like we're going to go to Japan, we're going to Chattanooga. I'm going to be back on the East Coast for my buddy Will's wedding.
I'm trying to build an office space.
I don't know where the hell you're going to be. But they're going to set us up at the Create 24. It's actually going to be, live podcast taping by Diggnation. But they're going to set us up like on this big like sound stage, and they're going to have like this couch up there, and it's going to be the big amphitheater. Mm-hmm. So if you're near Chattanooga, if you're in Chattanooga, I think it's only $34 or $35 or something like that.
It is, let me tell you, $34.95.
$34.95 to register for the all access pass.
And it's pretty cool because, I mean, I'm not reading any copy that they told us to do,
Right.
but seriously, there's going to be like, Adobe's putting on some workshops. So if you're like into graphic design
or web design.
and you want to watch some of the competition stuff like that, and just come out and hang out, like say what's up, bring us some beer.
Yeah, totally. I don't know what beer we're going to use. I think somebody was saying something about some local Chattanoogan beer, whatever that would be. I believe it's called the Chattanooga Choo Choo Porter. No, I totally made that up. Good times.
I think the second day I'm giving a speech too.
Oh yeah, you were giving a speech on Digg.com.
Yeah, they wanted to talk about Digg and scaling websites and
I honestly,
like
I would
that.
have loved to host the award show. I just had to go to my friend's wedding. I mean,
Yeah.
my buddy's getting married. He wants me to be in the wedding. I gotta go. You know what I mean?
Understandable. So we'll be
Totally
there for that. Oh, the website for that, if you want to check it out and see if you can make it, it's CRE824.com, Create24. To go there, all the
.com.
information's there.
Yeah, and you can see it's on the website. So emails.
Yes, we have a couple really good ones
We
today.
have some really good ones. Do you want to read this one from Kendall Jackson? Kendall Jackson? I think we just drank Kendall Jackson. Like, what was that all about?
That's awesome. He said, okay, there's a gal from whom works at the same office building as I do, and I hear she only dates guys in her same religion. He says she's Jewish.
The age-old question.
She is wicked hot.
Obviously,
and,
somebody from Boston or the Northeast.
and I would love to ask her out. Not being Jewish, should I go as myself, or should I go as a poser and rock the yarmulke?
Well, that's interesting, Kendall. We actually went straight to the source.
Yes.
One Ron Gordetsky.
Yes,
who works for us, is the only Jewish person really here.
He's my roommate.
And we talked to him.
He said,
do not try to rock the yarmulke. Man, you will be found out like that.
I say,
whatever you got to do to get downtown, do it. That's horrible.
No, I say
she seems like a nice person.
Of both.
Sure. Say,
learn a little bit about the religion.
Yes.
Consider converting. Can you convert?
Yeah, but not for just because maybe she'll say yes.
Well, I'm just saying, if she's that hot.
Well, if she's that hot, maybe change your religion. But if not, if she's just really hot, but not like crazy hot, if she's not Mila Jovovich hot, I mean, you'd probably change your religion for her, right?
Depends on the religion, but probably.
Yeah. Yeah, Buddhist.
Fair enough.
Sure. Okay. Now, I would suggest, as Kevin did, that you read up on the religion, get to know a little bit more about it, especially if you're not that religious yourself. Come in, tip your hat, and say, hey, happy Yom Kippur, Mindy, or whatever her name is. You know what I mean? Start to play along. Bring her some bagels. This is horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. But you know what I mean? Like, show an interest in her religion and see where it goes from there. And then just ask her out. I mean, look, honestly, dude, whatever, Kendall Jackson, she knows you're not Jewish. So,
worst case, take her out to bar, little roofie action.
Oh, Kevin.
Done deal.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Clearly.
Where do you buy roofies at?
I'll tell you later.
Can you?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Like, seriously, have you ever heard of any of your bros like, dude, I got some roofies? Like,
oh my God, have I ever?
I don't know anyone that I've ever hung out with that's been like, hey.
I definitely know some people that if I got a call that was like, do you know so-and-so? They were arrested for putting roofies in some. I wouldn't be shocked. But
what is a roofie? Is it like, what kind of drug?
It's just a knockout drug. It's just not the RU. No, that's the morning after pill. What's the? It's some sort of like horse tranquilizer or something.
Is that what it is? Okay.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's bad. That's all we need to know.
All right. So
this next email is a little serious.
Yes.
But
we want to set up the email first.
Yes.
Because we wanted to let the person know that this email goes out to. And this is a very serious email by a young individual.
Noel.
And this is going to a lot of people.
It is. This is. We probably get watched by what? 100,000 people.
Between the audio and video version, there's about 100,000 people that listen to this every week. So
this is so Noel sent us an email, and this is 100,000 people that are listening to this. Do you want to read it, or should I?
You go ahead.
Okay. So Noel sent us this email, and we just have to read it, which is I'm hoping I pronounced this name right, but Eunice. Noel would actually like to know if you would marry him. He says that, and this is what he says to Kevin and I, he tells us that he loves you more than all of his gadgets. Now, the interesting thing, Eunice, is that he actually goes down and lists all of his gadgets.
He doesn't tell us much about you.
He doesn't say much about you.
But he's lists all of his gadgets.
Now, but the mere fact that he, one, has asked you to marry him, which hopefully at this point you're like crying and screaming and jumping and kissing and saying yes, yes, yes. But also that he has some pretty hardcore, stuff. I mean, his PSP. He has an RCA Lyra.
Read what he says about the Lyra.
He says, I added an 80 gigabyte hard drive to my Lyra thanks to the tutorial in Hackaday, which is good. He's upgraded it. He's got a Panasonic, a Sony Clie.
She probably knows about all the gadgets. She probably doesn't want to hear about it.
I know. She's like, what are you talking about? So if you say yes, congratulations. If not, we don't like you anymore, Eunice. No,
send us pictures.
Yes, do send us pictures. We'd love that. Diggnation fans. Well, obviously you know where to send it. DignationFans@gmail.com.
And we'll put it in like the credits of the next episode or something.
Oh, definitely. Because I mean, that's just cool.
That is cool.
We've never had anything that sort of real life cool.
Yeah, if you want to tell your fiance or ex-wife anything, email us.
Which we probably won't be able to read. Although that does lead us into, and congratulations, Noel and Eunice, if you guys decide to get married. If not, this is a little awkward. But we're moving on. But we did also want to talk about, we've just decided to say, fuck it. Right, Kevin?
Oh, that's right. We're gonna allow for curse words in the.
We just decided. You know what I mean? Like,
What are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do?
It's like we apologize to all the young kids out there listening.
Yes, and I should have
But you
probably
know what?
apologized and
Here's
said
the
that
deal.
before I said fuck it, but I didn't.
Yeah, but here's the deal. You know, like there's probably some dads and kids listening together and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, like honestly, your kid hears this stuff at school.
Sure.
And it's like, we're just having a good time. We're not going to go off and like just start cursing like up a storm.
No.
But, you know,
They curse on G.I. Joe now and
Yeah.
Voltron. I mean, come on.
I was watching,
They said shit in the Transformers movie. Come on. They did, didn't they? That was why they got a PG. Right?
Those fucking Decepticons.
I know. Yeah, Optimus Prime. There. Look at that. Here we go. Wow.
Ooh,
that's some
good catch.
That's some good.
Transformers movie.
Boom. PG. Kid Rhino. Who? Can I borrow this for the?
It's really creepy, man.
Dude, I love it. This is the one with Rodimus and
Watch-
Eric Idle is in this, and Judd Nelson.
It's really weird. The
Leonard
Transformers
Nimoy.
movie. We're talking about the Transformers movie.
What? Orson Welles?
Yeah, it's really.
Holy crap on
It's
a
really
stick.
creepy to go back and watch the Transformers. It really is.
I'm popping it in right now.
Anyhow, so let's talk about Japan real quick, or did we already do it?
Sort of, but let's touch on it
Yeah,
again.
real quick. Let's get through the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. We're going to be in Japan. We're going to be in Japan the 29th. We arrive on the day of the 29th. Why are you drinking my beer, dude? What's that all
Let's see
about?
what it tastes like.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, damn, that's good.
That's really good. I don't
better
want
mine.
to try yours. You said it tastes like ass. You can have the rest if you want. I got a flight in like 10 minutes. Not really.
Don't. All right,
I know.
keep going. Let's get through this.
Japan. So we're going to be arriving on the 29th of November, and we're going to be there till the 6th of December. And we're going to be shooting Diggnation at on the December 1st, Thursday, December 1st at Super Deluxe. And the guy from Super Deluxe emailed me and was like, I almost fell off my chair when you said we're shooting at Super Deluxe.
Oh,
and
that's
I was
awesome.
like, sorry. Yeah, if we can. So we're going to shoot at Super Deluxe, and then Super Deluxe is actually going to throw us a party.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were like, we're going to throw you a party, dude.
Oh,
and
my
we were like,
gosh.
rock it, bring it.
This is going to be so crazy.
Oh, we're going to go. It's going to be nuts. And we have Prager in tow, and he's going to shoot all of us. Like, we're going to go to, like, the karaoke bars. We're going to go just drinking. So we're going to start, after we actually air the episode of us in Japan, the next episode of Diggnation, we're going to have little interstitials of us, like, all the random crap that we did in Japan.
Should be fun.
Yeah, and I think there's some other stuff we're setting up, and, you know, going to try to interview some cool people out
Cool.
in Japan.
Speaking of Japan, real quick, tea. We mentioned tea on the
Oh,
website.
gosh.
There was a big story about, so I guess this tea company, Adagio Teas, who I buy a lot of tea from, they put like my face on the freaking tea website. It was strange.
It's awesome. It's like recommended by Kevin Rose
It's
from
really weird.
Ting.com.
Anyway, they put it on there. So,
Dude, you never know who watches, I told you.
well, I emailed them, or I had a chat conversation with one of the people that work there, and they're just like,
Yeah.
hey, we've been getting a lot of tea sales because you mentioned it, blah, blah, blah. So I just want to say, if you order tea from them, this is a really stupid for me to say this, but
Whatever, it's the
if
end of
you
the show.
order tea from them,
We've lost the
seriously-
people who are leaving anyway.
That's right. If you order tea from them, only let it steep for 3 minutes. If you let it steep for more than 3 minutes, it's going to taste like shit. Like, follow the instructions on the little tea canisters. That's all I have to say. Dude, I'm just telling you.
Pippa! Pippa! The T-Man and the Dolphin Trainer out! Till next week.
No, hold on. We got shit to say still.
What?
So,
That's
okay,
it. That's the
well,
end
hold
of
on. So we got to mention our URLs, and I just want to let everyone know that I'm adding. I know my screen.
What's
is,
wrong with
my
your
screen
computer?
is fucking up because I spilled beer all over the keys.
And seriously, this is the time to go
something
explicit because
wrong
we're
with
cursing up a
this.
storm.
I
We're
know,
like,
it's like
we're like
the
drunken
explicit
pirates all of a
tag.
sudden.
It's like-
You know why?
floodgates.
You know why? Because this is the last 7 episodes that we wanted to curse. You know
like
what I mean?
being
We're
pent
getting
up.
it out.
All right, so I'm adding everyone that requests an invite to MySpace. MySpace.com/SimpleNation is
Are you
my
serious?
URL.
You're gonna do
yeah,
that?
dude, I've already got like 500 or something on there. I figured, why not? Let's have fun with it. I'm chatting with a bunch of people. It's a lot of fun. So I'm telling you,
You're totally drunk.
I am like that.
He's like, no.
Dig.com/user/Kevin Rose for all the stories that I dig throughout the week.
Dig.com/user/Alex Albrecht for all the stories that I dig throughout the week. And for the stories that we covered on all of the episodes of Diggnation, you can check out dig.com/user/Diggnation.
Yes, that's it.
From this episode of Diggnation. From this episode?
That's it.
For this episode?
For this episode of Diggnation. There's something else we have to tell people.
Well, you better hurry up. We're running out of
I
tape.
think that's about it.
Really? Was that it? You didn't want to talk about anything else? Podcast. Squirrels. Chinese people. GoDaddy.com.
No, I didn't do that. I think that's it.
Cameras? Cameras? No.
Low latency RAM? I'm done.
Long story short. That's it?
That's it.
All right, thank you for watching this episode of Diggnation. I am Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time.
Hang it. What was that?
No, you
remember
had
that?
to use that one.
All right.
Do something else. Hold on, let's
Okay.
do that one more time.
Okay, here we go. That's it for this edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time.
Cheesy Puffs.